Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Truth Threads. Before we dive into today's shocking story, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss stories that shake you to your core. This isn't just another revenge tale. This is a story of betrayal, heartbreak, and the kind of justice that no one saw coming. It all began when Armand, a hardworking man in his early 30s, thought he had everything: a stable job, a beautiful home, and above all, a loving wife, Mehak. For years, he trusted her blindly, believing she was his soulmate. But little did he know, the woman he gave his heart to was hiding a secret that would crush him completely. One evening, Armand returned home earlier than usual. As he opened the door, he noticed something unusual: the faint smell of cologne, one that wasn't his. At first, he brushed it off, convincing himself it was nothing. But then, Mehak's behavior started changing. Late-night texts, constant excuses to stay out longer, and that distant look in her eyes. Armand's instincts screamed that something wasn't right. So he decided to test his suspicion. He told Mehak he had an overnight work trip and secretly stayed in a hotel nearby. What he discovered that night shattered him. Through the GPS tracker he had hidden in her car, he followed her. And there she was, laughing and holding hands with another man in a restaurant across town. The man was none other than Armand's closest friend, someone he had trusted like a brother. The betrayal cut deeper than any knife. But instead of bursting in and confronting them, Armand decided to play the long game. He wasn't going to cry or beg. He was going to take revenge in a way they would never forget. For weeks, Armand pretended everything was normal. He smiled at Mehak, he went out with friends, and he even planned a special dinner for her. But behind the scenes, he was gathering evidence: photos, videos, bank records of her secret spending. Slowly, he built an airtight case of her betrayal. Finally, the night came. On their wedding anniversary, Armand invited family and friends over for a grand dinner. Everyone gathered in the beautifully decorated living room, expecting a heartfelt celebration. Mehak was glowing, thinking she had fooled her husband completely. But Armand had one final surprise. After the meal, he stood up, raised a glass, and said, "Tonight, I want to show you all the truth about my marriage." With a click of the remote, the TV lit up. One by one, photos and videos of Mehak's betrayal appeared on the screen. Gasps filled the room. Her smile vanished. The crowd watched in shock as the truth unfolded. Mehak's lover, the so-called friend, was left speechless. Mehak herself collapsed in tears, begging Armand to forgive her. But Armand didn't flinch. Calmly, he said, "You destroyed my trust, my love, my life. Tonight, I take everything back." The next morning, divorce papers were served. Mehak lost her home, her respect, and even her so-called lover, who abandoned her the moment the truth came out. Meanwhile, Armand walked away free, with his dignity intact and his head held high. And here's the twist: Armand didn't just expose her, he rebuilt his life, focusing on his career and finding real happiness later on. His revenge wasn't just about humiliation, it was about showing her that she never had the power to destroy him. So, what do you think? Did Armand do the right thing by exposing her so publicly, or should he have handled it differently? Thanks for watching True Threads. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that keep you on the edge of your seat.